Hello. Today, or yesterday, this is yesterday's trade because it is currently Saturday morning. Today was a super busy day, so I didn't really get a chance to do the content and show you guys this trade, but I want to be as transparent as possible and make sure I continue to show you guys so you don't think I'm picking and choosing. But yesterday was another no trade day. I've taken one trade this week and I took it on my paper trading account, but it was a winner, but I didn't take a trade today. But I'm just going to basically go through why. Obviously, we have the government shutdown happening and gold is at all-time highs, and there's also rate cuts being speculated at the moment. I believe they were put on hold. I really need to re-look into that because it was super confusing because I listened to the CommSec Market Update podcast on Spotify because I'm Australian and it's an Australian bank podcast, and they said that the rate cuts did go through, and then I think it was a week later, it was like, oh, these other rates have been put on hold, and I'm like, wait, so did they go through or not? So yeah, that's just me being honest. But I believe they were put on hold, so that's another thing that's causing gold's volatility and really just not very good price action in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, we can go over let's go over the morning analysis. I'm gonna be so real with you guys, like so for real. Look at this daily checklist. Obviously, these I can't really do because this is for when I don't take if I don't take a trade, I can't link any trade to a playbook or anything. But for the manual rules, I didn't read over my notes daily. I didn't say my affirmations. If you guys are curious as to what I actually mean when I say this, you can look at I'll give my trading journal a glow up video, I think it's called. Because I'll show you guys, that's when I show you guys the actual affirmations and everything that I use in the notes that I'm planning on going over daily. That's a new thing that I'm trying out to help my mentality trading. Just gonna kind of help me stay accountable and stick to my rules. It's more the notes is like saying all the statistics on why you should keep to your rules, and affirmations are like, I am a profitable trader, or I am a trader who is patient, blah 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 blah. But if you are interested, I'll probably leave a card somewhere on the screen to go and look at that video. But anyway, the morning analysis for yesterday, which was Friday, is yeah, you can read it. I'm pretty much going to go through it. The news events. This one's probably something that we should highlight on. The average hourly earnings, non-farm employment changes, government shutdown, that's just a news that wasn't really red folder news, and then unemployment rates and PMI. If we actually go to the Friday news, only PMI came out. So the rest of them were affected by the US government shutdown. So yeah, it's just going to show the way that the shutdown is actually affecting the charts and trading and everything, because we should have gotten that news out, and that news would have played a little bit more into a bias. So say all of them were indicating that the US dollar is weak, that means gold would be more strong than the US dollar because I'm trading the forex version of gold. Then I probably would have had more of a bullish bias. I probably would have potentially I'm lying. There wasn't really a setup, but I could have seen the charts more clearer, and I could have seen that, okay, well, price is most likely going to be bullish because of the news, because of internal structure. But you'll see on the charts, it was only internal structure today. It didn't make any higher highs or higher lows on the 1 hour. So my trading plan was bullish because it's at all-time highs, but price had broken structure to bearish. That doesn't really make sense, but I'll show you on the charts. I'll wait. That was basically my plan. And then I was waiting for the continuation down or the continuation up. I might take it on paper, because we're at all-time highs and US government shutdown should push gold up. So if the setup were to create an indication going down, I was going to take it on paper because I don't really trust that it's going to continue too far down. And then my invalidation is if price breaks both levels because it's choppy. Also, if price doesn't break any levels. So that also feeds into why I didn't trade. And then I was feeling okay. I was feeling tired and unconfident, but I almost feel like I need to make a trade. Okay, so I was feeling a little bit of a need to make a trade. I was feeling urgency to press buy or sell, but thankfully I didn't. And then rules to remind myself, the market will always present opportunity, and if not today, then maybe next week. There's no need to force or rush. So I was basically reinforcing why I don't need to make a trade. Sorry, that was my phone. And then we'll go through the trade recap once I actually show you guys the charts. So this is a 4 hour. I'll go to the 1 hour because I feel like it's a bit clearer to show you guys the actual setup that I was looking at. And, oh, this is really good. I didn't take an ICC setup, even though there actually is one on the charts, which I did not even notice. I don't think it was on the 4 hour. It kind of was on the 4 hour. Damn, I'm lucky. I'm lucky I didn't take that. Well, I wouldn't have taken that because if it was a short, I didn't have high conviction on the short, and I would have either paper traded it or not taken the trade. I didn't take the trade because I don't even think I clearly noticed this, to be honest. And now I'm looking back, I'm like, damn, okay. But it's also reinforcing, don't short at all-time highs. So anyway, price the day before yesterday, which was Thursday, I took a long from this level to up here, and thankfully got out just in time before this big move down. Now, what I was talking about before is price basically made an indication, a correction, and this would have been a continuation to do a short. It would have looked, where's my thing? It would have looked something like this, because I probably would have seeked further confirmation, so I probably wouldn't have gone in just there, and it probably would have been targeting this level. But I'm glad I didn't take that, and it's just reinforcing like don't short at all-time highs, which is what I kind of got from watching Trades by Sky's event. But yeah, it was making, when it comes to actually yesterday itself, I was waiting for price to break above here or below here. That's what I was waiting for my indication. I didn't even see that price had already made an indication, but I wanted to see, okay, is price going to make a lower low or is it going to go higher high? Now what I've learned from this looking back is price obviously made this indication correction continuation. It obviously didn't continue. So it just goes to show that, okay, if price is going to make a reversal, maybe I'd want to see not just a lower low, a lower high. I probably want to see another lower low. So I'd want to see, where's the path? Oh, here. I would have wanted to see the indication. Oh, no, that's not a path. My bad. Hold on, guys. I would have wanted to see an indication, a correction, a continuation. I probably would have wanted to see another indication and then a correction and then that continuation. Oh, still not used to that. And I probably would have wanted to enter this one instead of this one. And you can see on the charts as to why I would want to take this reversal instead of this reversal, because I want to see if it's actually a trend or if it's just a fake out. And I had someone comment on one of my videos, which I was actually very appreciative of, and they were basically saying that, okay, well this, because I was saying in the video that I don't understand this movement and why it made this big move down, and they were saying that it's a liquidity sweep because we have, I really need to move my face, but I don't like it anywhere else. We have oh my gosh, wait, where's just the pen? I need a pen. Gosh, I'm not very good at this. Where is the pen? There must be a pen on here. Is this a pen? No. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, no, let me find something. Okay, I'm gonna use this. This, he was saying basically this is all liquidity being made. It's basically making equal lows. Now, I did learn ICT at the beginning, and that's like about a year ago when I wanted to start trading. I found ICT and I realized that I thought I needed millions of dollars to start, and that's why I didn't start. So I know a little bit about liquidity sweeps and stuff like that. I was trying to learn the Weston Wellens Forever model, so the market maker model, and yeah. So you can clearly see that there is liquidity here. I don't trade liquidity pools or use that as my analysis, but it goes to show why potentially I should be analyzing it this way. But it's made these lower lows, these equal lows, and it's also made a support here. So because I use a lot of like support and resistance levels, I don't trade support and resistance. It's just the levels that I use to analyze. You can also see that this is a level of support, which is where also a lot of liquidity is. So I guess it's kind of similar things. You put it that way. But yeah, they were basically saying that price made this move to sweep all of this liquidity, and then it continued upwards because I needed the liquidity to move upwards. So I thought that made a lot of sense. But let's get into this actual day. The reason why I'm like yapping about everything about the day is because this day was just crap. Like there was nothing to do today. Like yeah, I don't know. Today just was not it, like yesterday. So price opened in Asia, it continued down. I woke up and I was checking the charts throughout the day. I was like, oh, okay, price might continue down. It's made this internal lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then it just turned back around and it started making its way up. It was choppy around here, and then New York Open, look, it's just gone up, it's gone down, it's gone up, and then it's just gone choppy. So I don't know what you would consider that. I would consider this move itself somewhat, but I mean, to be fair, let's actually analyze this. You've got this level, this like consolidation here. Let me remove the sessions. We've got this consolidation here, and it's made a support, and it's made a resistance and a support, and it's just kind of chopped through this area. And if you wanted to do like a support break and retest type of thing, which I've seen Trades by Sky do before, so I don't know if I would, because this isn't like, it's not a 1 hour level, it's a 15-minute support and resistance. But when you look at it that way, it's kind of done a break, a retest, which you could have, formed an entry off of here, and, could have done something a little bit like this. Did I take the trade particularly? No. Have I backtested this? No. So I need to collect data on that. I know that Trades by Sky has done that before, but I'm pretty sure he's done the breakout of a consolidation, indication, correction, continuation on more of a high time frame. And if we put this on a high time frame, yeah, it's not really super clear. Whereas I'm sure there's other, like this. This is much clearer, in my opinion. But is that really exactly consolidation? Like, it's not like perfect consolidation, but you can see that price is obviously pretty choppy here, and then it's gone break, retest, and then, damn, that would have been a cool trade. That would have been a really cool trade to take. Because look at that. And, I mean, you would have targeted probably here, taken a 1-to-1. Anyway, I'm being delusional right now. Like, these are all trades that I haven't taken. But I mean, I'm learning as a beginner, so just seeing like my analysis and being like, wait, but if we put this on a higher time frame, like it's making me excited. It's making me like, oh my god, but then I could have done this, could have done this. Like this is showing me this. This is what it's teaching me. Blah 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 blah. But anyway, yeah, you could have taken that internal trade. Let me know in the comments if you did take that trade, because that would have been a pretty cool trade to take. But again, the market conditions, like we haven't broken this high, we've made a lower low. Like why would you really take? But that's just from what I've learned in my strategy, and every strategy is different. So yeah. Anyway, this is 5 minute. I really don't think we need the 5 minute. I think we just need the 15 minute. And it's actually me saying that is teaching me a lot, because a lot of the time when I'm on the live charts, I'll be looking at the 5 minute because I'm like, oh, the 5 minute, because obviously it moves faster in real time. But when I'm looking at the charts in hindsight, the 15 minute is so much clearer. So I really should be focusing a lot more on the 15 minute time frame, because it just like just in analyzing it, it just goes to show that it's so much clearer to trade off of and to see what's going on. Anyway, you can see that there's this big volume imbalance here, big bearish volume imbalance. I saw this and I was like, price is probably gonna be a bit choppy. But obviously it didn't break this low or area of support, whatever you want to call it. It didn't break that, so it didn't, I wouldn't call this volume like a huge bearish indication. But because price action hasn't been the smoothest all day, you can kind of, for me, I just kind of took that as like, I mean, sellers are clearly pretty strong. I don't know if it's going to push up, and it really didn't push up that much. Like, yes, it pushed up, but it's pretty much consolidated since. So that was my analysis. Let's have a look at the actual trade recap that I did on here. Yeah, I mean, key takeaways, do my affirmations in the morning, because I didn't do that. And when there's a huge spike in seller volume, but price is moving bullish, then price could be choppy and higher risk. I definitely agree. It could be a lot higher risk, because even if you look back on, because this is what I did my trade recap just before this video. That was my fresh in my mind. But if you look at, obviously price is moving pretty bullish here. These spikes are obviously New York session. It's buy volume, buy volume, buy volume, buy volume. And then as soon as price goes choppy and it doesn't want to break that high and continue high, like yes, it broke the all-time highs here, but it literally like basically did a liquidity sweep. Like it just wicked up and then like shot down. And you can see seller volume, so that sellers are clearly pretty strong around this level. That's just from my analysis. Am I right all the time? I don't think so. I'm a beginner, but yeah. And then you can see that prices kind of formed this little downtrend, which obviously seller volume, whatever. So yeah, that was kind of what I was looking at as well. And then yeah, that was my markup, my screen, which I've obviously already showed you guys. And yeah, I mean, there's not really, I would be yapping at this point if I just continue, but that's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed this trade recap. I'm sorry that it came out so late. Let me know how your Friday went. I'm also going to be doing a weekly recap on all of the trades that I took. I only took one trade this week, and that trade was a paper trade. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it was a winner. And what's really, really good about me looking back and seeing that is, like, yes, I only took one trade this week, but if I had taken trades throughout the week, they most likely would have been losers. And I would have given back that win that I took this week. So it was a preserving capital type of week. It was a not very good price action week. It was also a scared and intimidated week because of the government shutdown. Like as soon as I heard that, I was like, like I don't think I'm gonna trade, because I just did not feel confident with that going on and without the news to support my analysis or to just help me analyze what's going on and expect the volatility and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know how your week went. Hopefully next week we can have a better week. Hopefully I don't wake up in the morning and go, all right, it's a new week, it's time to take some trades. Like hopefully I don't do that. Please hold me accountable if I do. But yeah, that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.